The beaver, which was an extremely abundant species throughout Europe in the Middle Ages, by the end of the 19th century, only a small handful remained in the Rhone Delta. None remained in all of France. But when you look at France, there are lots of places called Bièvre, etc. Bièvre means beaver. That's the etymology, beaver in English. So those were places where there used to be beavers everywhere. In 1909, they simply banned beaver hunting. It was an animal that had a lot of flaws. You could eat it during Lent because it was considered a fish by the church. It had fur that was very warm, like the hat of Davy Crockett. It wasn't made from beaver, but it was something like that. And above all, it had secretions that were considered aphrodisiacs. So people hunted the beaver, really. It was a source of food. There you go. In 1909, beaver hunting was banned. Our good old beaver has made its way back up the entire Rhone Valley. There were some relocations via the Saône. Beavers are now found almost everywhere in France, and it's making a comeback. The other example is whales. Whales, we came very close to extinction. And apart from now the Japanese and to a lesser extent the Icelanders, we've still managed to limit it a lot. Well, they're making a comeback too. So there are species where, well, we know that if we just stop over-exploiting them, then it's fine. Then there are species that are exposed to pollution. For geese, octopuses, and birds of prey, for example, we know they are very sensitive to pesticides. So why is that? Well, because a bird of prey eats other animals that themselves eat plants. And so you see that if we treat plants with chemicals, it will accumulate. So the ones at the end of the food chain, they will accumulate it, and so they will have particularly high concentrations. And so we realized that this created another problem. It was blocking the fixation of carbon in the eggshell.